Hi again, Dr. Sunshine Through the Rains here, and today I just wanted to go over a couple more tips and tricks to help deal with depression. So, one of the, I feel like, traps of depression is rumination cycle. That's when we get in our head and we're trying to think our way out of depression or analyze it, and we end up going in a circle and spinning deeper and deeper into a rabbit hole. So whenever you notice that your mind is there, do anything to get yourself out of your mind and into the world. So I'll tell you what works for me. Best things that work for me is actually talking to other people, and not just talking, but actually listening to them and trying to help them. And and that's what I do for a living. How lucky. That's not the reason I went into psychology, by the way, but I love my job. So basically, what you want to do is call a friend who's struggling, anybody who you feel is in need of that extra support, and just try to really listen to them and use some reflections of what they're saying. Validate their feelings. Try to listen to what are they really trying to say, what are they really feeling, and try to let them know you understand. See, engaging your mind like that will take you out of your own head immediately. I promise you. Whenever I come back to work after my even the deepest episodes, as soon as I see my first person, I'm out of my head. Other things that can work is putting on loud music and listen and singing along, or in watching trashy reality TV. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love watching people fight on TV. It's my little guilty pleasure. Oh, I'm not that guilty about it. So that, and another thing is when we are depressed, we tend to push ourselves to feel pleasure because we don't feel it when we're depressed. So we end up setting these expectations. And I know I used to do that. I would, when I felt depressed, I would like entice my husband to go see a movie with me and a dinner. And the whole time we were doing it, I was thinking how I'm not enjoying it. And I would get more depressed. So this may sound a little harsh, but if you are in a depressed episode, I would say don't go for activities that you usually expect to be pleasurable. Go for something that normally you don't consider that fun, like writing that paper, taking care of those bills, doing some chores. And I'll tell you what the trick here is. When you do something like that, you don't expect to experience pleasure, because it's not really pleasurable unless you're some kind of freak and you like to write bills. I mean, different things work for different people. But anyway, that expectation is going to go away, and you're just going to go into the flow of doing those chores as best you can. And I promise you, in a little bit, you'll notice that by the end of the day, first of all, you'll get a lot of your stuff done, a lot of the unpleasant stuff done, and you're gonna be feeling much better, much better, because you're gonna feel a sense of mastery, self-efficacy, that you're actually doing something, you've accomplished something. That's gonna give you a little bit of a boost of that dopamine. And second, you're gonna get rid of that self-imposed expectation of needing to feel pleasure or enjoyment. And try that. That's what I do on my weekends when I know that I'm going down that road of depression. I usually just structure my weekend like a normal week. Same with the holidays. I don't do holidays because holidays, they kind of carry within them the expectation of enjoyment and pleasure. And whenever that's there, you're gonna set yourself up. So any holidays, any weekend, I treat them as just any regular days when I'm depressed. If you feel like you're gonna enjoy it, go for it, because we vary day by day. So if you're not in a depressed episode, go for it. But if you are, just see if you can treat it like a regular work day. Structure your day the same way you would if you were at work. Assign different tasks for different times. The tasks that need to be done, not so pleasant, and just go through them. And I promise you this, if you do that, by the end of the day, you're gonna feel good about what you've done. So you're gonna get that dopamine release, and you're gonna take off that pressure that we and society puts on us to feel better. Whenever we make ourselves try to feel a certain way, it never works. Just like think about the white, or don't try not to think about the white elephant. That's all you're gonna be thinking about. Can't believe I screwed up that one. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit with more tips and tricks.